We'll be starting the session in a couple of minutes. Ask everyone to join the session. So good evening, everyone. Welcome to Google Cloud Career Practitioners Campaign. So as the name suggests, this is the cloud campaign. So let's just do a quick review on what is cloud. Okay, so myself, Medini, GCCP facilitator and the current Women in Tech lead of GDSC JSSSTU. So what is cloud? Let's see. So assume that cloud, according to that definition, cloud is a metaphor for the network of data centers which store and compute information available through the internet. So this definition seems to be very theoretical. So let's assume that in simple words, cloud is nothing but it gives you rent the storage and the compute power somewhere else. You outsource it to some other company where you rent the storage and compute power from them. So this sounds somewhat technical. So let us take an analogy and then learn through it. So we all use electricity in our day-to-day life, right? So is it feasible to generate electricity at our home? Just think of it. No, right? So what do? Electricity are produced somewhere far in the grids through hydroelectricity or thermal power or something like that. And we access it through various grids to our home. And how do we pay for it? How much ever we use the electricity, only for those things we are going to pay, right? Similarly, very large companies need so much of storage to store their data, need so much of storage to store user data, company's database, and their daily basic information and all. So how do they get to know how much storage is needed? Sometimes they need a whole lot of storage. Some days their network, their interaction will be very less. The storage they need will be very less. So how do they manage this? So it is very difficult for them that at a high speed. We are living in the era of Internet of Things. So it is not that easy that we can't just predict how much traffic do we get in our storage, in our network every day. So what companies do is they just give all these work to a different company, say Google Cloud, AWS or something, and then they pay for how much ever storage they use per day. Like they pay as you go. How much ever you use the compute power, how much ever you use the storage power, you pay for it. So the big data centers belonging to a bigger companies do all this storage and computation for us, and we access it through grids. In this analogy, grid is nothing but internet. If you have a stable internet connection, and that is more than enough. All your data is stored securely, and you can do all your compute operations on that data using the internet. So you pay based on how much you use every day. So this is what is basically cloud about. So let's take an example. So what most of us have you listen music through Spotify, right? That is the most famous and fancy app nowadays. So how does Spotify know? Like during weekends, there might be party going on, and many people will log into Spotify and listen music and do all stuffs. But during weekdays, the traffic might be less. Suppose Spotify, has this much, say 1 terabyte of data in their premise. So how do they know? Like it might be less for some days, it might be more for some other days. That is a waste. If you have more storage, then that's the waste of space, waste of maintenance. You don't know how to maintain. If you have less space than required, then that users will get dissatisfied. Like our query was not accepted. We couldn't play the music when it was needed. There was a glitch in the app. You get less ratings, and all those problems arises. So what Spotify does? How does it solve? We'll see later on in the slides. Similarly, you all have played Pokemon Go. Like it is a famous game, and the company which produces such games is a Nintendo. So it also has to provide recommendations. See, suppose you start playing a game, say Pokemon Go. According to your interest, according to which level you are in, you get recommendations every day. Your data is stored, it is analyzed, and you get recommendation on a daily basis. So how does all this happen? How does Nintendo know that this much amount of users are coming this day? There might be a high rising users during weekends, like people play games, online streaming games. Some days there might be no traffic at all. So should Nintendo hire all the space together and keep it always with it? Is that feasible? It becomes very costly because many people use it, right? So how do we do all this? How do these companies maintain their storage and compute power economically? The answer is they all use Google Cloud, especially Spotify, Nintendo, and many other famous companies. They have shifted their storage and compute power to Google Cloud. So Google Cloud is one among the many cloud service providers which provides feasible and pay-as-you-go storage and compute power. So the famous analogy that we take is pizza. Like suppose you want to manufacture, like you suppose you are a boss in the company and you want to get all your employees pizza whenever they need it. So you have many options. Like you can do it you can do it in many ways. So you can do it in many level of abstraction. You can lesser your burden in many ways. So first way is hire a chef, hire all your recommended like dough, vegetables, everything. So some days 10 people may ask for pizza. Some other day 100 employees may ask for pizza. So you should be ready for everything. Is that okay? Can you predict like how many employees may ask pizza today? That is all those tasks are tedious. So instead of that, you can shift one level of abstraction to a higher abstraction where you just bring that day you take account of the employees. Say today in my office 10 employees need pizza. So you give the 10 count to a catering service, and where they provide you half cooked, like they provide you the dough for 10 people, they provide you the cut vegetables for 10 people, and everything is ready. You just decorate it, you just use it and serve it to your employees. This is the next level of abstraction, that is infrastructure as a service. In cloud, in terms of cloud, let us forget about pizza. In terms of cloud, it is nothing but you have all the infrastructure, you have storage, you have all the compute power that you need, but you have to maintain it, you have to configure it according to your usage. Like if you have something, how do you use it, how many people access it, who all have access to what all kinds of storage, all those configurations you have to do it in infrastructure as a service. So the next level of abstraction is platform as a service. So what is platform as a service? Basically, you don't do anything, you just take the count, like 10 people need pizza today, 100 people might need pizza some other day. So what you do is you just order, like you have very food delivering apps, right? So you just order 10 pizza of these flavors, you need it right within 1:30 p.m. in the afternoon for your lunch. So it's just like you just get it through any online delivering website. So other than pizza, with respect to cloud, platform as a service is that you have everything ready. The platform is ready, all the storage and compute is configured for you. Only minimal things like configuring the access, providing protection, providing security to your data from others. All these things you have to take care. Just minimal things that you need to do in platform as a service. So the next thing is you can just go out and eat pizza, right? You no need to have arrange for plates, forks, anything. Just go out, order pizza, eat it. So that is service as a software as a service. Sorry, software as a service in Google Cloud. In cloud analogy, you have to think it as a Gmail. So you don't have to do anything. You don't need to write the code. You don't need to do anything. Just log into Gmail, use that software, log out. So it's a very high level of abstraction. You can't say anything. You can't see what is the storage used, what are the underlying processes, what is the underlying code. Just you have the software, use it, and you're happy. So these are the different levels of abstraction that you can use in Google Cloud. So basically, Google Cloud is nothing, not just a storage space. It provides you very unique services through which you can, analyze your data, use your data in various places, and all such. We'll see a few. So various services offered by Google Cloud. Cloud SQL. So you all might have heard of database. What is a database? Relational database. It's nothing but a table. Say for example, student information, employee information. All those things can be effectively stored. However, you all might have learned SQL. Or else you will be going to learn in our college only. So it's like the same queries that you use in SQL can also be used in Google Cloud Console. Cool, right? You don't need to learn again for Google Cloud. When you store data in Google Cloud, you don't need to have a separate, knowledge to operate on Google Cloud. Whatever queries you run in a normal life, the same thing you can do if your data is stored in Google Cloud. Next service is BigQuery. So BigQuery is a data warehouse solution. So what is data warehouse? I'll give a quick overview. I'm not going to bore you with so much of theory. So data warehouse is nothing, right? You store different forms of data. You can get a table form of data, video, audio, everything. You just put it in one box, like BigQuery box, warehouse, and you run queries on it. Like there might be a long email written by someone, right? So you need to get the insight from it. So this BigQuery performs analytical analysis on those whatever data you store and gives you quick insights on what it is and what all you can queries you can infer from it, so on. So compute engine is a virtual machine. So what is a virtual machine? So now you have one computer and you want to abstract it through different layers. Like on Windows, you want to run Linux, Apple, Windows, everything. You have an app and you have to see how it works on different OS. So how do you do that? You do it using virtual machine. You will have the same set of hardware, same set of storage, but you abstract it through various virtual machines so that you can see the working. You can use your storage network efficiently. So the next thing is Google Kubernetes engine. So this is a container orchestration system. So what is container orchestration? So basically, what is container? Container is similar to virtual machine, but in virtual machine, you are abstracting the hardware, the underlying networks and everything. But in container, you just abstract the operating system. So so if you have an app, whatever is required to run that app, only so much is abstracted. It is very quick compared to compute engine or virtual machine. Containers are very quick when compared to virtual machine. So Google Kubernetes engine, when you have so many apps running, when you have so many containers running in your system, so how do you orchestrate it? Like how do you synchronize it or how do you manage it? All these are done by Google Kubernetes engine. So the next thing is app engine. So app engine, you just write the code that you want to run the app, like what are all the UI UX feature you want, what are all the backend services you want. You just write the code, and how much storage is needed, what are all the network traffic is needed. Everything is managed by Google Cloud. You have to just write the code, a simple minimal code, and then leave rest of everything to cloud. So the next thing is Vertex AI. So you all know artificial intelligence is a very huge topic and everything. So Vertex AI, it has very predefined APIs through which you can design your new AI model. You don't need to have extra or expertise knowledge in that field. You just have to have the proper data to train the model and use that model, and you should know what queries leads to what insights. So if you have so much of knowledge, then Vertex AI is enough for you to evolve in the ML field. So these are the various services offered by Google Cloud. If you are overwhelmed with all this, no problem. This is just an example. Like I wanted to tell that Google Cloud is not just a storage. It is much more than storing your data. It provides various tools like this. So salary, like if you are not only Google Cloud, any cloud platform, if you are very well versed in it, and if you are, if that is the skill for which you are working for, then you get an average pay of 10 lakhs per annum. So that's a good thing. Like it is a good thing, skill to have in your resume when you are, going for an interview or something like that. To summarize, I'll just tell what is Google Cloud. Google Cloud lets developers build and host applications and websites. So you have to write the code, and about how much ever storage, how much ever users come in, all those are managed by Google Cloud. You can store data and analyze that data using BigQuery, using Vertex AI. You generate very useful insights, and then everything like all other backend services are handled by Google Cloud. So basically, this is what is Google Cloud. So now we all are here for Google Cloud Career Practitioner campaign, right? So like in this campaign, you will get to learn so many things. We'll see what it is. So before I start, what are we learning? What are all the questions and labs we have to complete? Hope we have shared the video, like video of how to get your monthly subscription. It is in the Discord and it is mailed by Google to your respective mails. If you have not, please do it as soon as possible. Like you'll have to complete a simple lab which is of 45 minutes. So after completing the lab, your 9 credits get converted to monthly subscription. You can run your labs, you can run your quest any number of times if you have monthly subscription. So after you complete the lab, please ensure that you have got the monthly subscription. And if you are finding any difficulties or if it is not turning into monthly subscription, please reach out to us. We'll let you know the email for which you have to query your doubts. So next, so after you have got this monthly subscription, so you are eligible for GCCP campaign. So you have all the access, you have all the codes for which you have to work for. So you'll get hands-on experience. So I have told so many examples: Kubernetes, App Engine, everything, virtual machine, everything, right? So you'll get an abstract idea of what it is. You can work on Google Cloud Console for free, which is not actually, you need credits to work in Google Cloud Console. But as you've signed up for this campaign, all those Google Cloud Console will be free of cost. That too for 1 month until December 15th. So you'll get a hands-on experience in the labs. So that will be very useful. Like if you have an experience of doing it on console, that would be an added skill, right? And you can you can boost your resume by telling like, I have worked in Google Console, I have some experience regarding Google Cloud. That's a good thing. So next, prove your in-demand skills. As I said, that is a very good skill to have a skill of working on with hands-on doing labs, and you can share your accomplishments through your GitHub, your LinkedIn, so that people recognize you. Like you can share your Google developers profile, so that you'll get many opportunities regarding cloud. You'll get posts regarding cloud, and you'll be skilled with cloud basically. So how do we do this? How do we learn all these tools? So you'll get a free access to, as I said, you'll get free access to Cloud Engineer Learning Path. It's a collection of labs, courses, quests, so that you can explore Google Cloud for free of cost. Like this is not, you need credits usually to access any cloud platform. But by signing up for this campaign, you have got 1 month free subscription. So that's really cool. Like you can learn a whole lot of things. So this learning path are all these things. So this lab will be completed when you start with the monthly subscription, there is no problem in that. So the rest of the courses and quests, it is compulsory for you all to complete. Hope you all have the link for this learning path. If not, it is there in the Discord server and it is mailed to your respective mail ID for which you have signed in for the campaign. So please do check it out and start learning as quickly as possible. Next, so technologies you'll be learning in this campaign. Like I told you, like we'll be learning so many things that are hands-on. You'll get to create a virtual machine. You'll get to create a container and manage it through Kubernetes. Manage the various IAM access, like who can access how much or who can edit your profile, who can edit your storage, who can compute in your storage. So all these things you'll be learning: compute engine, cloud storage, cloud functions, PubSub, Terraform. All these technologies you'll be learning. You'll be learning theoretically too, and also you'll get an hands-on experience through Google Cloud Console. So what you need to do is basically you have to complete all courses and quests within 14th of December. So this is compulsory for us to do. Like even I have signed in for the campaign. So we all have to complete all those courses. I think around 13 learning paths are there. So you have to complete all those within 14th December. It's not a big deal. It's really easy. Everyone can do it. And all courses and quests are compulsory to complete. Even though if you find it difficult, just skip that part. Complete the quest and materials which you find easy for yourself, and then go to the later part, because you have complete access for 1 month. So that will not be a problem. You can repeatedly watch videos, you can repeatedly attend the labs to make full use of this campaign. So if you have any doubts while completing the course, quest and anything, feel free to ask us on Discord or on Instagram or mail us. And then important instructions: if you can't complete the lab within one go, there is a time limit. Like if you have to, the first lab is compulsory to complete within the within the time period, is 45 minutes before you get the monthly subscription. That is compulsory. After you get monthly subscription, it is not compulsory for you to complete. If you can't complete the challenge labs or any quest within the time, if you have 45 minutes and you were stuck somewhere and you could not complete it within 45 minutes, you can surely retake the lab because you have monthly subscription, as I said. So that will not be a problem. Don't lose hope. Oh, I couldn't complete the challenge lab within that time, so will I be able to complete this campaign or not? No, you can really retake it. And also check your mails regularly. There will be some updates, and if you want, and also our Discord and Instagram, so that you can get very good cloud related information. So as I said, I have stressed so many times. Again, I'll be telling you can gain cool Google skill badges. Like that's very good. You can boost your profile. You can add it on your resume so that you get valuable skills on your list. Google Cloud is a valuable skill that you can add. If you have in the interviews, they usually ask for your skills. What are your skills? At least you have to be specifically good at least in one of the technology that is prevailing now. So Google Cloud is one of those. So you can boost up your profile, and also there are various certifications that Google provides for you to get identified as you are good at Google Cloud. So that certifies your skill. So this by signing up for this path and learning it thoroughly, you can easily crack Google Cloud Associate Engineer exam, which is in which Google certifies you that you are a Google Associate Engineer. So yeah, if you have any queries, you can ask it. You can post your questions in the chat box. We'll just tell you clarify your doubts. Yeah, someone has asked the question: is it sort of like EC2 in AWS? So basically, I am learning Google Cloud. I have less knowledge about AWS, but what Google people say is that cloud technologies are similar to each other. Whatever commands you run in AWS or any other cloud platform, it would be similar to whatever you are using it in Google Cloud. You can ask any question. Even the silliest doubts are accepted. Like many of you have problems in signing in or which quest to start with. So I recommend you to start with the quest, so that once you start with the hands-on thing, you'll just get an idea of how Google Cloud Console looks. And then if you go to the theoretical part, that would be easier. So You could start with the quest create and manage cloud resources. Okay, I'll be sharing it. I'll share the link, this learning path link to you. Yeah. It is not compulsory that you have to complete the quest or you have to complete the courses first. It is left to you. Whichever is easier for you, whichever you feel you comfortable doing it, you can do it first. But according to the Google Club, if you complete the quest, you'll get an idea. At least first quest, after completing first quest, you'll get an idea of how Google Cloud Console works. So better start with quest. If you're comfortable doing courses, attending quizzes, then you can go for it. Also, the PPT will be available through Discord, so you can access all the slides there also. Any other doubts, even the silliest doubts are welcome, so please you can go ahead. And also make sure to complete all the courses and quests within December 14th. Also, any doubts related to the cloud concepts that I covered that you couldn't catch when I told, you can ask that too. We are not we are not sure about the goodies. They are telling like if you get your students complete the tracks, then something exciting is coming up. So we'll wait for it. But officially, we don't have any information for that. Go ahead, like me, including me, I had many doubts when I signed up. So you can ask any doubts, any cloud related stuffs that you like to learn. And also, if you find any difficulties in completing the challenge lab, please let us know in the Discord. We'll host a separate session to complete those challenge labs. While you do the quest, four quest has four challenge labs respectively. So if you find any difficulties in doing that, you just approach us on the Discord. We'll make a separate session for it. Okay, there is a question. What has lesser abstraction than infrastructure as a service? So, abstraction, different levels of abstraction. You have the first is on premises. You will have to maintain everything, the storage, the network. You have to bring the wires. You have to lay the storage. So that is on premise. Everything is on you. Infrastructure as a service. All those wires, those networks, those storage, RAM, ROM, everything is provided by someone else. You have to configure it according to your needs. A little more abstracted is platform as a service. Everything is ready, backend is ready. You just have to write the code and you have to let it run on that backend. The next level of abstraction is software as a service, where everything is ready. You just need to use it. No code writing, nothing. It's like any application or any software. Hope you got it. So since we have a monthly subscription and there are many other courses such as Flutter development, are we confined to complete the courses that you just mentioned or we could parallelly do other courses as well? So the thing is, within December 14th, please make sure to complete Google Cloud, this learning path, engineer learning path. If you have time, if you are very much interested, then go for it. But please make sure you do all these courses and quests within December 14th. Is it really accomplishable to finish the whole part before the 14th of December? It's been over a week and I'm still on the first or second course. So you can just ask us on Discord wherever you are stuck. If you are not able to, move forward, you have any doubts, you just ask us on the Discord. But it is really possible to complete within December 14th. I assure you that. Yeah, yeah. Even I have started my Google Cloud training 2 3 months back. So I'm also learning with you. So you can ask us. We'll ask the expert who are linked with us, and we'll let you know all your doubts and answers. Anything else? No problem. You can ask any doubts. Yeah, even I had many doubts. As I told, you can ask. Go ahead. Even if you are stuck with this question of quiz, please reach out to us. Even if we don't know, we'll somehow get to know, and we'll let you know so that you complete the quest within December 14th. You can contact me as well. The number was provided in the link that you filled, so you are free to ask all the doubts. We'll wait for 2 more minutes for the doubts, and then we'll end the session. So if you have any, or if you can't ask in this session, you can DM us on Discord or anywhere, any platform. We'll let you know the answer. So we'll be sharing small snippet stuffs related to Google Cloud, which helps you to solve your doubts, or it gives you quick insights. So I explained a few things like Kubernetes, compute engine, and all those things. It has various applications and various things that it can be used for. We'll just share some information regarding that on Discord and Instagram. So please stay tuned and do complete it within the stipulated time. So, assuming there are no more further doubts, we'll be sharing this PPT to you. The link is in the PPT as well, and I have shared it in the chat of today's meet. And also, you can ask your doubts through our Instagram, Discord, or through mail. We'll respond it to you. Yeah. So, thank you, everyone. Everyone, try completing Google Cloud Career Practitioner campaign within December 14th. It's very easy. We are all with you. So go ahead. Okay. Thank you.